Hi everyone, welcome to Vishwa Blooms. If you haven't subscribed to Vishwa Blooms, subscribe. So today we are going to learn class 8 chapter 5, that is data handling, NCERT chapter 5. So first, before starting this chapter, I wanted to give you some examples and we have to know some terms. So here in this case, I was the example I'm saying now. So the teacher is there actually. So she asked you to count the number of people here and tell me separately. Like here, boys and girls are there. Not tell number correctly. She asked. Okay, so she gave you one book, and here were girls, and here 1 second. Okay, now she asked you to count. This is the book she gave in which you had to write the both the girls count and boys count. Okay, now you went to the class. Say this is 8th class. Let's imagine. So we should imagine, right? Yeah. So you are asked to count, right? So see, here one person is there, here one boy. As I told you, if here is like this, it's a boy, and here one more boy. So 1, 2, and here one more boy, 3, and here one. Now 3 boys, right? You will obviously get it. 3 boys. You will write 3 boys, and again you have girls. Now girls count is not done yet, right? 1, 2, 3. You have 3 boys and 3 girls. Now again you will write in the list, and you have submitted to your ma'am again. Okay, so she appreciated. So what is this thing you are doing here actually? You can guess it actually. It's very simple. You are collecting some data or some information you are collecting, right? So just as I told, data means information collected. Okay, it is the information collected. 1 second. You have to write collected. Okay, or else you have one more definition called collection of information is data. In all such cases, that is called as data. Okay, collection of information, that's all. You should remember this point, very important point. Okay, data definition. So how it is represented, how data is represented? Sometimes data is represented graphically also. Okay, graphically also sometimes data is represented. In what ways? In graphically. Graphically I told it's fine. In what ways? Right, that and all also we are going to learn. We have to learn, right, that also. And previously in previous classes also we have studied most of them. First, graphically they are going to represent some data. Sometimes it is tough, right? Sometimes I can't say boys. See, name by name I can't mention it. Sometimes name is not required, but the height record is required. That time, in that cases, we can just make some graphs and mention it. 150, these many students are there, 5 students, like that we can mention it, right? We studied these and all in 5th standard. I mean, yeah, from 5th standard to 7th standard you have been studying this, so you know how to represent data graphically also, right? So first we studied about pictograph, right? You already know about pictograph. It's very simple also. How it would be, I'll explain you. Now for pictograph, what is required? We need a box that I have drew, and now here let's have a ball actually. So one ball is equals to 10 balls. So we used to represent like this only, in previous classes, but I have took different example. That doesn't mean anything, right? Yeah, that doesn't even matter. So here how many balls were sold in one every month we are going to learn. Okay, so first in July month we have to learn. Then July, yeah. So in July, say 2 balls, and I'm drawing one more half ball. Half ball means we already know that is half of total, that is total is 10. So what do you get? 5 balls. So half means 5 balls. So what is the number totally you get? First ball is 10, second ball is 10, and third one is 5. So what is it? You have to add up every digit, I mean every number here, plus. So totally what you're going to get in July month? you're going to get 25 balls were totally sold. Okay, let's imagine, because really it will not happen, it will happen more only, but we have to imagine. Okay, so this was about pictograph. So if I say in July month how many balls were sold means 25, I can say. If question is asked, we have to solve, or else it would be like this. Then next month August will be there, then September will be there. It was like that, but now I'm just saying you how to do it, right? Yeah. So we already discussed about bar graph also. How to draw bar graph is like we used to draw like, yeah, like this, right? We had one x-axis origin, x-axis, y-axis, and we had here the numbers like, yeah, like 0 1 2. The scale was there here, right? We'll imagine the number of chocolates is sold here in the month, no, in one day, and here the number of chocolates, I can write choco. Okay, so it becomes little easier. So suppose it is Monday here. Monday, say only 3 chocolates were sold. You should imagine, okay, because never ever will happen. And the Tuesday 2, let's make it Thursday, it's okay, fine. And Friday totally 5, it raised up. Okay, so in this way we used to represent bar graph, right? This we already know. So whenever you are asked, they'll give like this. When they'll be asking question like, how many chocolates were sold on Friday, obviously you will write 5 chocolates were sold. Clear? This is all it's just the recall of what we have studied, that's all. There's nothing to get tension. Okay, so we also studied about double bar graph. It was like you had sem 1 and sem 2 also. When you're having exams like math subject, we have sem 1 it went this much, and sem 2 it went this much. So the unit scale, right? Obviously. So let's have here 80, here 70, 60, 50, and so on. I'm putting because it's really a rough one. I cannot show you full graph here, right? Anyhow, so here 0 will be there. 0 is the origin, you already know that, right? And again you will have something in science like this and like this. Social studies, some graph you used to have, and how many marks you got in maths, sem 1. So this would be colored like this, and other would leave like this, or this will be colored like this, other would be left like this. And we used to do so, we would get different ideas, and we used to write the scale x-axis, y-axis. And if you are asked to, this is, and this whatever is there, it is sem 1, this is sem 1, and this is sem 2. So mass sem 1 marks, what are they means, you will say by seeing that it is 70 marks, like that. Okay, this is what about double bar graph. Now let's look at the next part. We need to organize data also. So usually the data available to us, data available to us, whatever the data which is there, which is available to us, that is called as raw data. That too without any, it is unorganized also. Remember, to us in an unorganized way is called as raw data. It is unorganized. I can write in short forms. I will read the definition for you. Usually the data available to us is an unorganized form. Is in an unorganized form. So that is called as raw data. So these are all the some terms which we have to know for studying this chapter, right? So let's learn this. Yeah, so subjects is like if I have art subject. So tally marks, if I have like this, now we have to discuss about tally mark, okay? 5. So you know, right, how to count this tally marks if it is like this. That, sorry, you can't get these lines in between. One second, let me draw again. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is called as 5, right? You know, that is very basic thing. And if it is, this is 2. So 5 plus 2, this is, I have written F because it is frequency. So here actually number of students will be there. You are supposed to call that as frequency. Okay, that is 7. You are, the definition I can say you is, um, like the number of tallies before each subject of number of students who like that particular subject is the called as a frequency spelling also I can write it here once again. So here where you have frequency in the end, the number whatever in the numerical form you have written, that is the frequency. Can show you, this is the frequency, understood? Yeah. So frequency spelling is frequency, frequency. Okay, so this we have to learn in this new lesson also. And frequency gives the number of time that particular entry occurs. Okay, this is very important definition also. And you have made, this is called as frequency distribution table, one more name we can call it as like this also. Now we shall discuss about grouping data. So circle chart, I mean circle graph or pie chart. So I have drawn one pie chart here actually. So this is the time spent by me. Let's, all are not real, sometimes the time spent by me. Okay, so just on an average I was observing and I have written this. Okay, first normally we have to write hours also. Let's write that now. Sleep obviously 8 hours here. 8 hours we'll sleep. So me too also, yeah. And online classes, now we already in 2020 we have online classes. So obviously we are almost having I am having almost 4 hours. That's the thing. And play, let's make it some 2 hours. No, it's too long. 1 hour. Actually TV I see more, not this. 1. Okay, let's make it equal. Let's think this is equal. I'll just change it. Yeah, how to make it equal? Just, yeah, it's just a rough one. Okay, this is not the center anything, it's all just a rough one. Okay, this is now equal. Yeah, so let me say like 1.5 3 hours overall. 1.5. And video making obviously I'll be taking more than 2 hours. And learn, let's make it 2 hours again. So this, say this is my whole day, but let's not make it correctly hours, correct hours I didn't write. So 24 hours don't match with it. Why don't match? Just simply we are having just an example, so you need not use calculate this and put it anywhere. Okay, so first these are called as circle graphs. So these kind of whichever are there in circles, so inside circle will be there. Actually you need to have a radius, everything should be proper. But here, as I cannot do here on the board, so I have just took a rough circle, rough lines also. Okay, so if I am asked how many, see, now a whole day is 24 hours, right? Obviously correct. So how much time of the day you spend for sleep? In the fractional form, how do we write that also we are going to look. So first let's add this. It should add up to 24 because that do matter here when we are doing this. Okay, 8 plus 4 is going to be 12. So with this 12 hours done. 12 plus 3 15. 15 plus 2 18, and 18 plus 2 20. Okay, remaining 4 hours where I should do. Okay, 4 hours. Let me make 2 more hours here. Let me make this 3. In this now 3 hours we have to do something else. Let me make my sleep 9 hours. And let's, yeah, writing notes also is there, no? So in the learn part I'll put off 3 hours. Let's put off, no, let's make it, yeah, 4. Now 2 hours more where I will use online class. Let's make it 5. So 1 hour more where should I keep? Yeah, I'll put it here. So 4 hours I'll put it for this. Okay, all notes and all everything I'm just including there. So let me make a fresh. So now this is perfect 24 hours it is given. So now sometimes no, I said how many hours I sleep now. So how do I find the fraction is first number of sleeping hours, the hours number I sleep by total hours. Okay, total number of hours. So how many hours I slept here? 9. 9 by 24 I have to do. That's all. So that is what you are going to get. That's all. Now here 9 by 24 cannot be cancelled. So let it be like that. And now if I have something other thing, like if I have instead of sleep, if I have, let's see the online class time. Online class, it is total online class hours by total. Online class is 5 hours and total is going to be 24 hours. It also cannot be cutted anywhere. And now play, if I see here play, yeah, here. So total is 24, that is for sure, right? 24 hours in a day. So let's just make it like that only. So how many hours of we are going to see for play now? Play time. So play of 3 and 3 by 24. You can just cancel it, right? Yes. So 3 ones, here 3 eights is 24. So 1 by 8 of the day we are going to play. That was understood. Next, if we have video making time. So what is that going to be also? I'm going to explain, but let me rub the board. So first, what is that? Video. So video making. So here I'll be writing video making, VDIO. Okay. Video making how many hours? As I told, 3 hours. By total number of hours is 24. So obviously this is also going to be cancelled in the same way, that is 1 by 8 hours. Clear? Now we shall see about learn thing. Okay, learn. So video we have to rub 3, we can rub 3 hours, and 24 is same no every time total, so let's keep in the same way like that only. Okay, now learn time. Learn, I kept here 4 hours with notes and completion everything. So 4 by 24 can be cancelled like 1 by 6 hours. Okay, 1 by 6th of the day I am just doing them. Clear? So in this way you are supposed to calculate all this. Okay, in this way. Now if they are sometimes no, they will give the data and we are supposed to draw the pie chart. How do we do that? We are learning about how to make a pie chart, first main thing, right? So how do you make? First, before knowing that, we have to look at in percent. Actually percents here, they'll give in percent, they'll give flavor, I mean this doesn't matter, and they'll give percent. So here given data is flavor and percent. So chocolate flavor 50%, vanilla flavor 25%, and other flavors 25%, right? This brings us to 100%. Now after getting these information, we can't do it, when we need to do some other procedure. That means after this we have to write everything in fraction. So how to do that? That means nothing, it's very simple. First 50 means 50 by 100. First for chocolate flavor I'm just putting an arrow mark. That is 1 by 2. You have to cancel it also. That means 1 by 2. 0 0 will get cancelled. 5 1s are 5 2s are 1 by 2. Done. Now for vanilla flavor, 25 by 100. Same way. Here it is 1 by 4. 25 ones and 25 fours gets cancelled with 100. Yeah, this and all are basics we know, right? And other flavors, if you have 25%, again 25 by 100, which is going to be 1 by 4 again, because previous also it is same. So here also it will be same only. Now we have to find the fraction of 360 also. Fraction of 360. Out of 360, how much it will be? Next, actually, after in fraction that has to come. I have no space, so I've written down. What will happen? First, chocolate flavor, it is 1 by 2. That means half of 360. that is going to be 180. So what I'll do is, first let me rub this, and I'm going to make it a short note like this. Chocolate, I'll make CH, and 180 degree we have. That means half of 360. The procedure I'm writing. If you want to, you can copy. So 2 180 is that's all. Simple, right? 180 you got. So with this, don't get confused and don't just ask me this about this, okay? And then you have about vanilla flavor. Vanilla flavor you have 25%, that is 1 by 4. 1 by 4th of 360. What is it going to be? 90, because 4 nines is 336 and 0 as it is. So answer is 90 for vanilla, 90 degree. Okay, you have to write that separately next to it. And obviously for other flavors also it is going to be 90, because 1/4 only, right? 1/4 into 360 is 90. So vanilla 90 and others also 90 degree. Clear? Now how to draw? Now after getting this much information, it's enough. Okay, first draw the circle. Here my blue circle is visible, I think so. Put the center. My center is not proper, I'm not sure about it also. And see, name it as O. First draw one radius there. Radius first. One radius you can just draw. 1 second. One radius you can draw there. Please don't make it go out like this, okay? My mind went by mistake. You should not make like this. In your classwork, you are not supposed to make it. One radius is done. Let's name it OA. Here this will be O. So it is first degree is 180 degree. Place your protractor here, and check for 180. It goes like this. I'm sure 180 means a straight linear line. It goes like this. Mark it. Okay. Now remove this protractor. And what you're supposed to do is just make an information note that here it is chocolate, 180 degree. Chocolate. Clear? Then again you should take your compass. Keep here on the center. Check for 90 degree again. You will be getting it exactly here, I'm sure. On this radius you have to keep the compass, and 90 would be getting there. Okay, this whatever the middle point will be on the center. You have here, right, one mark that will be on the center. I'm sure you should do this, and you should be very careful about it also. Okay, it won't, sometimes if you do it wrong, it's going to be dumb. And obviously this is again 90 that is remaining also. Okay, let's mention it. This naming is very important. So vanilla here, that is 90 degree, and other flavors, that is also 90 degree. That's all. Your pie chart is done. And in this way only they'll be giving many questions. Done? That's all. Okay, in this way you have to do. So like this. Hope you all understood this. Do like, share and comment, subscribe to Vishwa Blooms. Thank you.